It might be a season where you like, round the clock. I need it. Come on, pull it out. Let's get it done.
This is an Iwebu production.
Period. So we're going to talk to our married people.
Yes.
Those that might be struggling with getting it in on a regular basis.
It's a major issue.
It's a major issue. Women withholding, men too tired, all of those things.
Really?
And so the question is, do you think you should have a sex schedule?
Sex schedule. We don't have like a schedule per se. We get it. We do what we got to do. As far as it goes. So, but I believe that nowadays, when hearing especially a lot of men, they're not getting it. When I hear that a man has went a month without getting some.
You've heard that?
I've heard a month. I've heard months before.
Wow.
And I'm like, hold on, whoa. Are y'all married? How did that work?
Yeah.
It's been times when we maybe only got in once in a week.
Yeah.
And we think that that's bad.
Right.
We like, man, it's not. And
that's because of other things involved too.
Yeah,
like cycle.
We got a whole bunch. And you be like, whoa, what? Hold on. We talking about a month? We talking about months?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that people really do that. Now, obviously, some people maybe up in age.
Yeah, you don't care about this.
Maybe
too
it
much.
takes a month or something like that. You're in your 50s, 60s, whatever. But we talking 20s to 40s.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We got an issue. So therefore, I believe that yes, if you're in that situation, you need to get a schedule going on.
That's
okay?
crazy.
You need to figure out, okay, how often does it mainly, most of the time it's the husband. How often does he want it?
Yeah.
And then how often do you want it? And y'all meet in the middle and y'all compromise on a number that's comfortable for both of y'all.
Yes.
And y'all pick out those certain times. I know that, I've looked at different believers that have podcasts or been on some type of YouTube, and they've talked about how they know that this night is when they get it and all that. And I'm just like, that's kind of weird, like to me, but just be like, okay, it's our night tonight. Ready?
Babe, this might some people might do that though.
I know, but this is hey, much love to you if that's your thing. Like y'all do that. And maybe y'all set it up and y'all make it real romantic and dope. Like and maybe y'all do that, but it's just like, oh, yep. It's time. It's time, Jenny. Let's, and I'm sorry, I'm just using that voice to make it sound like it's only white people. Yeah. But it's black people that do that too. Straight up, okay? It's black people that do that too.
You think people really out here scheduling sex?
I believe that some people are, and I believe that it's necessary.
Yeah, I don't think people are.
If y'all not listen.
You think people are on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays they having sex?
Yeah, if y'all not at least getting it in every other week, right? At least once every other week.
That's wild.
At the least.
Yeah.
Maybe it's counseling needs to happen. Or maybe you need to see how you can get more like build that attraction
back
for your spouse back.
Yeah.
Because there has to be something wrong, especially for those who were getting it in so much before marriage. This is why again we come against every single person that's looking at us right now and is shacking. I'm sorry, I'm that guy. We did some shacking, and it affected us, man.
Absolutely,
we got scars from that, man. We did a little shacking before, just a little bit before. But I'm talking about some people that was like
7 years.
You feel me? Like they did it for more than a year. Yeah, and it's like, and then that all of a sudden the marriage is over. I remember hearing about an artist. I think it might have been. I could have promised it might have been Miguel or somebody. I can't remember exactly who it was, but they had been together for so many crazy some odd years. I think it was Miguel. Okay. And then he's been divorced within a year. Within about a year or so. All these different factors are coming against you. They're working against you when you actually get married. Living together, getting it in so long, y'all are losing y'all intimacy to y'all single life.
Facts.
Y'all actually your intimacy in your marriage is gonna be way more bomb than it is in the single life. At least it has been for us. So
yes,
I don't know what you think about
tremendously. The whole schedule is a little odd, but I can also see it working for busy people. So if you're traveling and I'm traveling, but we know Tuesdays we got to get back home and get this tap in with one another. So I can see that working for traveling, like moving, shaking, and they making moves. You know, I can see that working for them. If y'all both at home and like y'all see each other every day, every night, go to sleep together. What was the question? Should we? Was it should?
Should we? I mean,
should you schedule sex? Yeah. I think the only reason why you possibly should is for that reason. Anything else, but then again, this might work for some people. For me personally, it's gonna be a little awkward. Like if I know 3:00, you know, it's okay. You know, it's time, and it's like ding, ding. I don't know. It's just but I'm also very like cringy. Like I'm awkward in a lot of moments. Like I'll be like, okay, let's just be normal. So, but again, back to my point, I think more so for traveling people. But if you are dealing with just like losing the desire for someone and it's gotten down to once a month or whatever it might be, I think a conversation needs to be revisited. We had that conversation like, babe, how many times a week do you need it? Because also seasonal, it can change. It might be a season where you like, round the clock, I need it. Come on, pull it out. Let's get it done. And then there might be another season where you're working a lot. Y'all need to discuss it again. Okay, babe, it's been a minute. Like, where you at right now? Okay, I'm if we can get it in 2 times a week, I'm good. So, like, consistently tapping in, that might be a sense of, like, a schedule. Just, like, tapping in and making sure, babe, are you taken care of? Are you good? Yeah.
No, I was going to say that's good that you say that. Is like, because we do that a little bit. Yeah. You do it more than I do. You'll come and you'll say, "Hey, how am I doing in this area? Like, how am I?" And that's something I'm going to work on is getting better in that area because Pastor Lee Jenkins was talking about that, like just tapping in every quarter and, hey, how am I doing? We've had that discussion here recently because of the marriage boot camp. Yeah. But yeah, that is a very seeing are we good on sex? Am I giving you enough? Am I not? It's something that you want me to do better on?
The details of it.
Yeah, the details of it. So I think. If you're not checking in with each other, that can be the issue.
Yes.
If you're not getting that date night away from the kids to really talk about things like that, that can be the issue.
And then just to go make this even deeper, not even surrounding the topic of sex, and I'm gonna always say this. Most time, I mean, outside of like infidelity and like lust issues and desiring other women or other men, most times like we're exhausted, like we're just tired. The man is stressed with his job. He ain't thinking about another woman. Girl, he tired. Husband, she ain't looking at it. She's exhausted. And so I think again, the conversation, the more important than a schedule, I think it's a conversation that should stay. Francesca said something so good to me the other day, and we were just talking about watering ourselves and like just tapping in with ourselves and checking the engine and checking the lights and all of that. And a lot of times we think it's just this one-time pour. Like, I'm going to plant this seed and I'm just going to water it one time. Like, no, you got to keep going back and you got to cut the weed off and then you got to water it again. Like, this is a lifetime thing we're doing right here. And so Namdi at 29 is very different than 37. TK at 21 is very different at 29. And so just tapping back in and asking your partner, what are you desiring in this season? What are you, I can tell you've pulled back intimately. What can I do? What has happened? And because of those conversations, I think you'll find out more than the need for more sex. It's probably of the other
all the things that's in between.
Yeah, money, time, kids, cooking, food, all work, just all of the things, right? And so just having a conversation and then working on those outside things, because I think sex, if you know you're with someone that you love and you're committed to, sex it should just be a overflow of everything else. So we're good in our home. We have a system with our kids. We have a system with one another. We're honoring one another. We're going on date nights. We're in community. We have accountability. Sex is just off of making sure those areas are taken care of. Sex is just the climax of life, of all of those things, you know, being taken care of well. And so I think a lot of times I feel like it's more men that I'm probably talking to, a woman withholding, a woman not desiring to feel sexy. And I say this all the time. I just said this in our interview with Fresh Leftovers. You might want to ask if she's tired. Because that's a lot of times why people just don't have sex. They're exhausted. Just overall, if y'all not traveling and moving around, it's probably a conversation that needs to happen. Yeah. It's like men and both of y'all spouse care. Like tap in to find out mentally why they are not showing up intimately. So yeah.
Yeah, real talk. Well, hey, I think that concludes everything.
It does.
Concludes everything
Yes.
here tonight with Pillow Talking with the Weeaboos. Yes. Hey, thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you could do us a huge favor, please hit that like button and please subscribe.
Yes, and please do not forget to hit that notification bell. We need y'all to be locked in every single time we drop this fire content. Yes. Also, we need y'all to follow us on all social media platforms at the Weeaboos. And look, we will see y'all on the next video. Holla.